All right. Okay. Great. So you can hear loud and clear. That's a good news. So today it's my turn to replace Jinglong. And I will be sharing my story of my pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy and post-pregnancy as well. I believe many of you here, you already passed, your period of conceiving, but maybe your children or your grandchildren will benefit from this sharing. I believe so. All right. Shall I start sharing? If yes, you can type 555. If you have question later, we can open for Q&A, yeah, right after my sharing. So let us start. I'm sorry because there's some technical issue. I'm back again. If you're able to hear me clear enough, just type 111. Yeah, okay, great. Thank you so much. My name is Pushpaja. I'll be sharing my story today. So let us start by sharing the screen with you. Oh, hold on, hang on a second. Okay, so let me start by sharing how I started my library journey. Okay, it all started with my father. Back in 2021, that was still a COVID period. And my father just got really ill. So you can see, I think you must have listened or heard about my dad before, since maybe most of you must have listened to my father's story before. So he had gout and also the enlarged prostate. And this was the two things that really make him very ill at that time. And it was very severe, getting severe. And this is right after he had his COVID vaccine. And I would say it's a contributor because all this while, he did have gout, he did have enlarged prostate, but it was all under control. It is just that it is not as bad. So it got triggered the moment after he got his vaccine. So we knew that it was a trigger. So he had very bad gout to the point that he can't walk. He had to limp, and the enlarged prostate became severe. He had to go to the bathroom at night 5 to 6 times, and that has interrupted his sleep. So that was really bad. And on top of that, he had sleep apnea, high blood pressure, diabetes. This has been there anyway. So you can see how he was and how he is today, right? Can you see the difference? If you're able to see the change progressively, type 555. All right. So because of what happened to my father, in a very short period of time, we saw such a good improvement. He continued to use, and he wanted to because he saw the change, right? Now, this is my story. So before knowing LifeWave, actually, my background is coming from, I'm a yoga teacher. I teach yoga, classical yoga, as well as meditation. So I've been a vegetarian for about 8 to 9 years, I would say. And because of my diet, and I would openly admit mistake that I made in my diet. My body has become cold and become very weak, yeah, in a way. So you can see some sign of degeneration, such as thinning of the hair. For the first picture, as you can see, I was 33 at this picture, if I'm not mistaken, 33, yeah. And you can see just right before I started LifeWave, which is August 12th, I have a very pale, complexion. Yeah, this is not bright. This is pale, because when you see the next picture, you can see the skin that is blood, full of blood. It is reddish. Yeah, it has color to it, and this is actually because my body has completely changed right after I started using light wave patch. My body becomes warm, unlike before, which I always have cold hands and cold feet. Easily get cold, yeah, just with 25, 26 kind of AC temperature, I need a shawl. So you can see quite a difference, yeah. And this, of course, this is me now, right? After giving birth to my son 10 months, 10 months ago. This is November 21, and this is exactly a year later. You can see a significant change in my hairline, yeah, as well as the overall rejuvenation on my face. So before and after, I was born with uneven leg. So one of my leg is shorter than the other, and that has affected my spine. So my scoliosis is come from here. But people's scoliosis can come from various reasons, yeah. So therefore, I would like to share with you, scoliosis has a lot of causes, so it's not necessarily the same for everybody. For mine, it's because of the uneven length of leg, yeah, so that causes that. So you can see my spine, it is one-sided, yeah, that is the effect. So because of that, because it is curved to the left side, so my left side of the chest, right, is slightly protruded. Therefore, it put pressure on my heart. So you know, our heart is slightly towards the left side, yeah, and sorry, yeah. So the chest is pressing against my heart. So once, you know, like almost like once or two times in a month, I will get this pain. It's like a thunder strike. That's how I would explain to it. Especially if I sleep late at night, I would definitely get it. This is what I used to have before, and I have to endure it. When it happens, I cannot breathe for a moment. I need to hold my breath, slowly take in air bit by bit. Otherwise, I would feel like a lightning struck on my heart. So that was before. And I have restless, I'm very restless at night. Restless means I'm sleeping, but I'm turning left and right, right and left. This is very common for people who have scoliosis. If you have children or anyone or yourself, you have this kind of symptom, it is very likely that you have scoliosis, and your body is trying its very best to balance the pressure. So therefore, it will slip to the left and to the right, to the left again. Our body is very intelligent. It knows how to balance the pressure evenly. So that's therefore the turning, the tossing left and right. Yeah, that's the reason. So I have very restless sleep. Therefore, I would need long period of sleep, because you don't sleep deep. You don't go into REM so fast. So you need more sleep. Tight knots on upper back. So because of my spine, you see how the curvature, I have this knot just at the back of my left side of the scapula. That knot, no matter how much of how do you say, massage, you know, I will usually use the tennis ball, just place it where the knot is, using the wall. I will go up and down like a massage. It will not go away, because the knot is so deep inside. It's not in a muscular, it's almost like in a fascia. Yeah, it's a knot that I cannot resolve even after years of classical yoga. Of course, the classical yoga has helped me to loosen up a lot of my joints and everything. Yes, it has got better, but it has always been there. Yeah, it has always been there. And last but not least is the pinching of the nerve. Because of the curvature of the spine, somewhere I experienced the pinching of the nerve. And when that happens, what it does is that the whole arm will be numb, completely numb. And the numbness is very uneasy. It's really tak sedap. Wow. No matter how you shake, it is just there. And it's not a very nice sensation, I would say. So all this has disappeared. Touch wood, because really I don't wish it to come back ever. It has no more ever since I started live wave patches. I can sleep soundly. Yeah, I still toss around, of course, because my scoliosis is still there, but I can sleep much better, and much deeper. And this has really a change in the quality of my life. In terms of menstruation, of course, for women, from the time where we become lady, so that means the time where we are initiated into the first menstruation, it could be 10 years old, 11, 12, mine was 13 years old, yeah, quite late. This kind of things we have to go through, and also I would say endure. If it's something bad, you have to endure. If it's very rarely it is carefree. Menstruation very rarely is a carefree one. If you do have a carefree menstruation throughout your womanhood, I would say you're very lucky, right? So for myself, I think I don't have much problem. I don't have much cramp. Yeah, I must say it's touch wood, yeah, very blessed. I don't have that kind of cramp. Here and there, once in a blue moon, you will have it for sure. But this lower back sore is always there. Just right before your menstruation, you will feel the back sore. And this back sore is the reason why women have to lie down. They feel weak. They feel like tak larat. This is the reason why, right? The back sore, because so much of blood is being drawn out of your body. Yeah, it's a lot of work over this region. And actually, I didn't know that the color of my blood is darker. I didn't know until I have a comparison, actually. Of course, you will never know, right? Nobody compare their blood, right? You will only know this is how the color of the blood until you have a comparison, correct? So right after using the live wave patches, this soreness at the lower back, I can say it's really no more. Carefree is the word. Yeah, I would use the word very carefree. It's a blessing for women. And when did I realize a brighter blood? I must say I realized it more after I gave birth. I will share later the reason why. Volume remains the same. If not, actually, I felt that my menstruation become lesser compared to last time. Digestion, my past. I'm not sure if you knew that Ting Long had shared with you before. I can't digest rice. This has been quite some time. Whenever I eat rice, I can eat rice. I just cannot eat, a full bowl of rice. I hardly can finish a full bowl of rice. I can take half of it. It's okay. I can handle half. But if I take like a full bowl of rice, I'll be in trouble. I would experience bloatedness. I would experience constipation for the next few days. Yeah. At the moment, ever since I started live wave patch, I would say after 6 months, I noticed this. 6 months, after 6 months, I'm able to digest a full bowl of rice. And not just that, today itself, I cannot go without rice. Was very surprised because I'm a bread person. I'm a noodle person before. I prefer eating bread. I prefer eating noodles. I used to bake sourdough, my own sourdough. I love it so much. But now, today, as in, right now, can't think of going without rice. So that has been a huge change in my diet. And surprisingly, I I lost weight eating rice. this is the part that really, triggers, you can say, it's so flabbergasted by this. This is Jinglong's hand, not my hand, okay? Jinglong's hand is very big, my hand is very small. So this is like the full big bowl. It's not the small bowl. This is the huge bowl, and I can eat that amount of rice in a meal. My bowel movement, the past, I had very bad bowel movement since young, since I was a kid. My mom always have to feed me papaya. It helps a little. But if I stop eating, of course, it comes back again. But right after LiveWave patches, almost every day. Energy level, of course, it's a huge change when you can sleep better. Immediately, your energy level is different. Yes. So in the past, I can do work long hours, but I will have to challenge myself in terms of endurance. Yeah, I need to really push myself. But right after LiveWave patches, it feels very effortless to have a really sharp mind. That is the first thing I notice. It's such an amazing thing. It's like your mind is being boosted with extra battery. You have all the battery you have for your mind to use, so you can be very sharp. You can think very clearly. This is so amazing, isn't it? If you have children, teenagers, they're in university, this is their time where they use so much of their brain juice, right? Brain capacity. Their neuron is fired up so greatly. Imagine if you have that kind of capacity to learn, to process. Yeah, it's such a blessing, isn't it? Okay, so some before and after picture. You can see the difference, not just in terms of the body change, but you can see the color of my skin, how different it is. I was so pale last time, yellowish, kuning langsat, and you can see right after. And I must say, this is the effect of your liver being detoxed. I can swear to it, because it's not just me, but a lot of my brand partners, my members, those who have used LiveWave patches, they can clearly see their skin has completely transformed. And this is a side effect when your liver is being detoxed, when toxins go out of your system. This is how it is. Yeah. So you can see this is what July 2021 to June. So about a year later. Okay. Clearly see the difference? Yes, if you can see type 777. All right. Yeah. Just another close-up picture so you can see clearly. All right. No matter how, so I would coin myself healthy in the past. But let me be honest with you. Nobody is 100% healthy. Just last week, I was talking to one of my clients, and the person was telling me that her medical report is all very good. I have no diabetes, no high blood pressure, all very good, Pushpaja, everything very good. Okay, so then I try to find where is the trouble. Oh, I have this trouble on my, somewhere around the leg region. Okay, so you are very healthy. Then then she just said, I'm very healthy, Pushpaja. Then I become very direct to her, and I told her, you know what? In my 12 years of teaching meditation and yoga, I've never met anyone that's completely healthy, including myself. So then she kept quiet. Then I tried to find out where is the problem. I went and, one by one I checked. So leg problem, because usually leg problem, it has something to do with your spine, because our legs are the one that support the entire spine, right? So I start to ask, lower backache, and that lower backache is so severe it's the one that is causing the leg, somewhere around the leg pain. So can you see? Finally, we found when she said, "Oh yeah, actually, I have very bad back ache because I had either injury or something like that." So can you see? So sometimes it's very hard for us to admit that we may be not as healthy as what we want to think ourselves to be. See, I myself, I consider myself to be healthy. And what is how would you consider yourself as healthy? Are you flexible? You can fold yourself like a pretzel, or what? Is that a definition of healthy? No, not necessary. You can be very flexible and still have some problem. Maybe you have digestive problem, some other issues as well. And I think God is very fair. They gave each and one of us some task to improve upon, right? And that is, I think, the wisdom that God gave us that we might missed out, right? Okay, so so I was quite plump before knowing Jinglong. Yeah, you can see I was a plump girl, and from that to from that cake. So just to show you the kind of strength that I gained after using LifeWave. So you can see I was patching myself right all over, because while I was training for pole, and this is my first time doing pole ever in my life, and I gained that kind of strength that I never had before. And I must say, thanks to LifeWave patches, I was able to gain so much of strength and muscle building. In the past, because of my diet and also the kind of activity that I've done, my metabolism has become extremely low. I would say it's my fault, because I've taken, you can say, the way I eat was the wrong way. I ate so much raw food, raw vegetable that includes a lot of fruits. Yeah, why? Because they say they say a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. Those are where you get your antioxidant from, free radicals, all these kind of things, right? So I overdone it. I'm not supposed to make it 70 to 80% raw, but I did. So that has affected my digestive system, Chinese called Pi Wei. The spleen has become weak. And so what happened when your metabolism goes down? You start to gain weight, just anything, Yeah, because your metabolism is so low, it starts that way. And also because of the activity that I do, which was meditation. So I'm not sure how many of you meditate. Yeah, if you meditate, we can talk about it later. If you meditate, just type 777. People who do deep meditation, not just part-time meditate, that doesn't count. Part-time meditate don't count at all. It won't affect you as much. But if you do it daily, deep meditation for at least an hour and a half and above, right? Your metabolism will naturally goes down. Yeah, because that's the purpose of the meditation. When your metabolism goes down, and that's where you get communion with the creator, right? So because of that, I have trouble slimming down, despite the exercises that I put in, the time and effort. But right after the patches, even up to now, yeah, I have not gone back to the gym yet. Not yet. Belum lagi gone back to the gym until now, after I gave birth, 10 months already, because my baby is already 10 months. You'll be surprised. You'll see later. Nothing has, so effortless. I still maintain most of my muscle mass. This is very surprising. I'm a first time mom, but it has been a testimonial for myself to see. So amazing, right? Okay. Now, why and how I prepare my vessel. When I say my vessel, I refer to this body. And when I say this body, I'm not talking about just this physical body, but I'm also including the emotion, your mind, yeah, and your energy system. I call it the vessel because truly it is a God-given vessel to every one of us to experience the greatness of the Creator, right? So how do I prepare this body, this vessel, to conceive at the age of what they so-called advanced maternal age, which is 35 years and above. I got married late. I conceived at the age of 35. So I'm in that category. Okay. So I'm going to go it one by one, yeah. So during pregnancy, what are the symptoms? First trimester, second trimester, and third trimester. How I prepare myself. Actually, I never thought of I'm going to get I'm going to give birth, because when I met Jilong, I told him very honestly and directly, and I said to him, I'm not planning to have a child. Are you okay with that? And he was fine with that. It's very sweet of him, and he was saying to me, it's okay, Pushpaja. There's no pressure at all. If you don't wish to, it's really okay. Yeah. So, and so beautiful things happen right after that, and I conceive. Yeah, I conceive. So when I conceived at the age of 35, right? And I was very, very, I'm very grateful because prior to that, I have already been patching for 1.5 years, and I've been doing, just like all of you, X39 I've used X39 Eon, and I have a glutathione. So I use X39 glutathione and Eon, and that's how I start for myself. And I've been patching this way. Right after that, I use CRP. So I've been continuously using CRP until I conceive. So I'm going to talk about my first trimester. My first trimester is actually one of the most difficult part, because I do not have any appetite to makan at all. No appetite at all, zero appetite. It was really the the worst feeling ever. Only then I realized what a blessing to have appetite. What is a blessing to have appetite to eat? Because when you don't have appetite, if you force food in your mouth, there's just no taste. There's no joy in life. Seriously. So for the first 4 months of my pregnancy, that was my experience. It was really, really moodless, feeling very down because nothing, you don't feel like eating, but you have to. You're hungry, but you you cannot eat at the same time. So even though I don't have the symptom of throwing out, nausea, I don't have that. I didn't have appetite. So what helps me during this time, it was energy enhancer. It gives me more energy. It feels much better. Yeah, much better. That was my first trimester experience. Yeah. And of course, this is hormonal. Yeah, this is hormonal. Everyone goes through it. But thank God, I must say, touch wood, I did not have the nausea. I didn't have the feeling of vomit. I just cannot uh, imagine just how bad it can be if I add the nauseous feeling inside on top of not having the appetite. It must be quite depressing, I must say. So for those people out there, if you are planning to have a child, it is best to prepare the body. Yeah. And I would say lightweight patches really helps. Second semester becomes better. So that would be my fifth, sixth, and seventh month. Yeah, around this time, gets better. I slowly start to gain appetite back. What's such a amazing feeling to be able to eat again. But what happened there was that there was some complication that happens. I'm not sure if you knew, maybe you heard my story in the past video, and that has resolved using carnosine. So I was supposed to take a hormonal pill to ease my uterus from being irritated. Yeah, that's what my gynae said. But I did not take the hormonal pill. I don't want anything artificial into my body or into my baby's body. So I use carnosine instead, because the moment I understand what was the source or the cause of it, which was the muscle, my uterus is not relaxing, it is irritated. So I understand, oh, it's the muscle that is being that way, it's feeling that way. So I use carnosine instead. And within a month, everything was resolved. No, no hormone pills whatsoever, just by patching carnosine, right? Third trimester was the best time of my life because I'm able to eat so nicely, enjoying food, uh, moving up and down. I would say throughout, the patches has really helped. But I have to share something with you. Um, if you are first time mother or you have not tried live wave patches before and you would like to, I would say please start with uh, Eon, Carnosine, or energy enhancer. These are very good patches for you to overcome the morning sickness. Yeah. I repeat, Eon, Carnosine, or energy enhancer. These are really good. Energy enhancer, you can use it during the daytime. Eon or Carnosine can be used nighttime. Yeah, these are very good throughout. You can use it for during the first, second, and the third trimester. Now, there's one patch that I find if I use it, I feel more nausea. Yeah, and that is glutathione. So in my first trimester, I try to use glutathione, but no, my body doesn't like it because it feels more. And perhaps that is the detoxification process. So clearly my body doesn't like it, so I did not use glutathione. So I would say you can skip glutathione. It's not necessary for you to use. But did use glutathione on the third trimester and it was fine. Yeah, so yes. So for those people who like to start, during your pregnancy, I would say start with these three patches. These are very, very, I would say, easy going to the body, for the body. Energy enhancer, Eon, or Carnosine. Yeah, first, second, and third trimester. These are really good. For myself, I chose natural birth, and CSAC is not in my focus at all, unless touch wood something happened. Yes, but I have been preparing my body in such a way that this is the only way I would go, which is the natural birth. I use no epidural, no painkiller at all during my first child. And I still remember during my when I was in the hospital, because I went through 16 hours of labor, 16 hours of labor, no painkiller, nothing, no epidural. I remember the nurses that time, they were telling me, "Wah, miss, you sangat kuat lah. Very brave, you're so brave." I say, "Why?" "Yeah, sakit ba?" Because they were Sabahan, they were telling me, "Sakit ba?" Uh, I don't know how to respond to that because it's my first time giving birth. Uh, I have no comparison. So of course, I guess it is of course pain, but I have no comparison. So I don't know because the nurses, they gave birth before 2 and 3 children, so they say for them, they cannot endure the pain. So they say, wow, miss, you are really so, tahan kuat. I don't know whether I'm tahan kuat or not. But nature, I believe in one thing. God created this body, this vessel. It is a full and a complete creation. It is not a half-baked thing. God is great, really. He has created this entire body so miraculously, and He's able to bear child. It is able to go through the entire process on its own. And for me, I found out that the the difference between natural birth and C-section has a huge effect to the mom as well as the children. So today my focus will be more on the children itself. Is that okay? If you're okay, we type 777. If you're okay, we type 777. I will focus more on talking about the children. Yeah, the effect on the children, right? Do you know the difference when a child is giving when the baby is birthed through vaginal birth or C-section? There's a huge impact to their cognitive ability, their cognitive development. Yeah, see, nature is so amazing. Nature wants the child to go through the birth canal. The birth canal, if you remember, you have to squeeze through about 10 cm. So the mother has to dilate to at least 10 cm and then push you through the birth canal. When the baby is being pushed through the birth canal, right? What happened when the baby is out from the mother's the vaginal birth? If you remember, the baby's head is like a cone shape. Panjang, bonjol, right? Panjang and bonjol. And that is a very important factor. Why is the head is bonjol? Why the head is, rounded and cone shaped? And this is very important for their cognitive development. The fascia, the brain need to be pressed and compressed for the fascia to come together and for the connective tissue to connect. And this is very, very important for their development. So these days you see a lot of children have maybe say slower ability of learning, yeah, ADHD, have very poor motor skill, don't know how to balance themselves in walking, poor, what do you call that, ability or even sensory system, right? And this is part of the reason. And a lot of people, I'm not sure how many people are aware of this, yeah, because this is not taught very largely. I can say for my observation, a lot of Chinese family choose to go through C-section. Unlike in the previous time, like our mother or maybe our grandparents, they can give birth to 10, 14 children, yeah, natural birth. But these days, modern women, they prefer to go through C-section, even though they're able to give birth vaginally. They choose to go to C-section because they want to avoid pain. They want to do it fast, quick, right? Chop, 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 fast, fast, right? They want the shortcut. They want to skip the entire process, right? And this is the price we are paying. So these days you see a lot of problem with neurodevelopment, and this can be it. Yeah, this can be it. When you give birth to vaginal birth, if you go through the birth canal, it's really amazing. This is a study has been done. Do you know that the mother's milk are able to tell what kind of antibody to produce just by the microbiome, the floral gut from the vagina. It just pick up what kind of bacteria and all that, and it will immediately produce the kind of immunity for the child in the breast milk, and the baby is sucking from there. So just how amazing Mother Nature is, isn't it? Isn't that crazy that our body are able to do that? Yeah. The gut flora. So when the baby goes through the vaginal birth, those water that the baby were able to swallow into their system, that's the beneficial bacteria, and it's going to develop their gut flora and their immunity, right? So these are the studies that they have found the increased risk of autism, autism spectrum disorder, attention deficit, hyperactive. This comes with the C-section delivery. This is me 16 hours after labor time. Very intimate picture. So you can see how I patch. My forehead is, I forgot what is, it's either an Eon or X39. Yeah. And you can see my left and right side, that is my EE. I use a lot of energy enhancer during my childbirth. Yeah, during my labor and my childbirth. And I remember because 16 hours was quite long. It's quite long. At the very end of it, I was really tired out, feel tired already. Okay. And I told Jinglong, please patch me another EE. And I think I patched another extra here. And that's where I get the energy. And finally, I got to push it out. So this is very good if you have someone, someone you know, family members, your daughter, your granddaughter, right? They're going through this. Energy enhancer would be really, really a big blessing for them. Okay, so as you can see, my baby, he's really bright red. I remember because after giving birth, the baby was with me on my body for a while, and prior to me giving birth, just a week earlier, I actually request my doctor to do delay cord, what do you call that? Delay cord, uh, clamping, not clamping, delay cord. You know, basically you delay the time where you cut the umbilical cord. Yeah, I delayed by, I actually requested for 30 minutes prior to that. But in the end, they gave me about an hour and 15 minutes. It was so amazing. I was so grateful and thankful. And the reason why I delay cutting the umbilical cord is because the placenta has a lot of stem cell inside. Rich, very rich. So a lot of people, they are so kanchiong to cut it immediately. I did not. I let it stay. They allow me to stay. I asked for 30 minutes. They gave me up to 1 hour plus. And when it is in the end, after 1 hour, you can see the umbilical cord turn into white color. From purplish, it turned into white. So the baby is absorbing all the stem cell masuk dalam badan. Then only you cut it. Actually, this is actually a very important step. Not sure how many people know about it. So if you have, you must share this with them. Yeah, you can request it from them to delay the cutting of the umbilical cord. Allow the baby to soak up all the stem cell first, because this is very important for them, for their immunity. Better than you pumping keeping, you know, those what do they call that? Cord blood, you know, you can froze those cord blood for like how many years later. Tak payah, you just have to do this and let the baby absorb it naturally, right? This is the best thing you can do for them. And as you can see just now, Bavisha, my little one, was red in color. It was my first time being a mom. So I remember Jinglong asked, oh, the baby is very red. Is it like that? Then he actually went into the nursery to see all the babies who gave birth, they stay there, right? So he went and see all of them. Then they asked, how come other babies are little color a bit yellow, you know, a bit pale? I say, oh, those are not normal. Your son, that color, that is normal. Because we thought, why so red, you know, takut juga kan. So then they say, no, actually this is you know, this is normal. When I gave birth, because I chose water birth, he cried immediately. No going upside down, backside, no need. Immediately he cried. Immediately, no need to do anything. Wow, I also very very surprised. I thought he needs to be hold upside down. Then only, then only come to life. But actually, he cried immediately. His skin is bright reddish, yeah, and the doctor gave him a score of 9.5 over 10. For myself, the recovery is quite incredible. So once they sew me up, I was able to go to the bathroom, wash myself up, clean myself up, and go back to my bed. And when the nurse came and saw that I was squeaky clean, she said, "Huh, you went to the washroom and washed yourself, is it?" I say, "Yeah." So why you're so naughty? You're not supposed to walk any. You're not supposed to walk. But I was fine. I was fine. I was totally fine. So recovery was really fast. The stitches also recovered nicely. I remember the doctor say it was nicely recovered. And this is one thing that Jinglong has noticed on me. I did not notice it, but he noticed on me. So you can see in the past, my tongue, at the bottom of my tongue, this is how blue it was. Yeah. And I always thought that this is very normal. I thought that this was very normal. And he told me in the past, he said, "Hey, a lot of blood clot." So I said, how do I get this blood clot? I also don't know, He said, "Hey, a lot of blood clot." Okay, that's very interesting, I said. But after giving birth, this is me. Can you see the tongue? Clear out, the bluish color, clear out. So, and I can clearly say that it is different because in my menstruation color, it has changed. Like I said, you can only know when there's a comparison. So in the past and now, it has completely changed. And because my menstruation, I use menstrual cup. I don't use pad. Long time I've never used pad. I use a menstrual cup. So I'm able to see, whenever you discard the blood, you're able to see, right? So only then I realized, oh dear, it really is a brighter color after I gave birth. So this was such a revelation. Only then I realized, wow, it's not just you. It's not just the mother giving birth to the child, but the mother is going through a new birth as well, a brand new life for the mother too. If you do, do the right thing, it really is a second life for the mother. How is my recovery? My postpartum masseur. So after I gave birth, I went through this massage, those Indonesian massage, bengkung. So I went and did bengkung. And normally they will prescribe 21 times. 21 times, 21 times. So maybe in a week, you will go 3 to 4 times like that. Like, okay. So you finish within a month or so. So the masseur, the kakak came and massaged me. And she said to me, "Actually, I rasa tak payah 21 kali. 10 pun cukup. Your body very good." Of course, I don't understand what you mean by good, right? Again, I say I'm a first-time mother. So if they say, okay, 10 times lah, right? After a few times, she said, "Tak payah, madam, your body recover very fast. Cepat sangat." In the end, I only did 4 times. Only did 4 times. I say, "Huh, really? I want to do more." "Tak payah, no need, because your body already come back to, So in the end, I actually did 4 times. 1 week once only. You want to pay him more, pay her more, she also don't want. Amazing, isn't it, what the patches can do? I did not experience the postpartum depression, but what I experienced was tiredness. This was really extreme, seriously extreme. I think the cause is from breastfeeding, because you have to get up every 3 hours to breastfeed. Your sleep has been disrupted. Never before, right? You sleep like 2-3 hours, get up 2-3. So it was very difficult and challenging. I think very easily women can go into postpartum depression. I can really understand where it comes from. No joke. Seriously, husband out there, you must understand this is not a joke. Every woman go through this. If the women gave birth, and this is what she had to endure, whether or not she communicated to you that way, but this is what every women go through. It's such a struggle, no joke. So what I experienced during those very tired times, sometimes I really forgot to patch, really forgot, because you're so busy, feeding, after feeding, or after makan, take a quick hot shower, you want to go back to bed, you forgot to patch. When I forgot to patch, my goodness, I'm like a zombie. It's seriously like a zombie. Cannot function at all. But the moment I patch again, oh, it's so much of energy. I feel energetic. I feel like I can do so much. This is what I have discovered. Eon is such a life-saving tool for postpartum. If you are going through, if you have someone, neighbor, niece, who going through this, I think gifting them Eon is really the biggest blessing, the best thing you can give them, apart from buying Pampers and wet wipes and all that. Did I put on weight? Oh yes, of course. I have to. In fact, please don't be afraid to put on weight, because that's the time you want to pack yourself with so much of nutrient and good fats. Yeah. Now why I say, because this is something people very afraid of. They're afraid they gain the pound, and very very difficult to shed the pound. I can understand that, but please see this 9 months of creating a human being from within you, from inside of your body. Imagine what it has take to do that. It must be incredible effort, right? A lot of nutrients to build bones and all that, and it's taken out from you. I can feel my jaw, my gum has receding so much from just one baby. My God, I was thinking how my grandmother did 14. That's just incredible, right? Unthinkable. It's really unthinkable. The kind of things what mothers do to the sacrifice of a women, to bring life into this planet. It's really so great. So you must pack, you must allow the body to pack up again, once again, picking up all the nutrients, picking up all the goodness for the body. So yes, I gain weight, and I know I must gain weight. I know I must gain weight, and I'm not afraid of shedding it. Even though I'm the first time mom, I thought, okay, never mind, everything that's first time. Let's see how long it take for me to shed the pound. How long do I breastfeed? 6 months, cukup 6 months. My baby after that tak mau sudah. Okay, did you get back to your body shape? Okay, so let me just show you. This is July. This was July. This was July. That's me in July. So that was before. Can you see? Round, July. Okay. This was me currently. 10 months after childbirth. 10 months after childbirth. I haven't hit the gym yet. Belum lagi. So I have lost some muscle mass. I would like to gain back more muscles, and I encourage women to gain to focus on gaining muscle. Don't focus on cardio so much, really. Start lifting weight, because lifting weight means you are building muscle for your old age, preparing for your, for you to have better old age. For women, it is a better menopause and perimenopause. You are preparing the body, a much better condition. Trust me on that. And this is also very good for women, because when we age, we lost bone mass, and that's why we have osteoporosis. One way to combat that is to do weight-bearing exercise. So go and start, hit the gym, find a very good coach, a very experienced coach who can guide you on weightlifting, a safe way of weightlifting. Trust me, you don't have to do much. It's not cardio. use a lot of lung endurance because you have to walk, you have to run on the treadmill or maybe the bicycles, you use a lot of lungs, aerobic. But here, you use a lot of muscles and your bones. You're going to have very good bones, dense bones. As you age, you're not going to hit the menopause so badly. Trust me on that. We are a byproduct, really, of our parents' health. Is that so? Do you agree? And if you do agree, type 333. Yeah, we are. But so if you want to look at your health today, we are a byproduct, half of it from our parents, what they gave as a foundation. Another half, of course, is your own lifestyle. You have nobody to blame on. Yeah. But if your parents did give a very good foundation, right? You can you can achieve many great things because half of it is already done for you. Yeah. So I would say if you want to bring life, if you have the desire to bring a life on this planet, yeah, you must do your part as father and mother, not just mother, but but the man as well. You have to prepare both of your body, both of your mind, both of your emotion, to bring forth this new life. And it's a huge responsibility. For women, I say that, this motherhood will outlive you because even when you are gone, whatever the best thing that you gave to your child, he will live, in them, and so on and so on. Yeah. Okay. I'm very happy and thank you for the opportunity for me to share this with you. Hopefully you're able to learn a thing or two, or if or maybe you find it useful. And if you do, please share. I'll take some question right now. Okay, let me take some question right now. Oh, June 9:30. Wow, amazing. And you're welcome, Shufo. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. If you have question. Thank you very much, San Ah. Delay cord clamping. Yeah, thank you, Supe. Thank you very much. While pigmentation also gone. I would say lighter. Yeah, lighter. I memang have pigmentation because from young I was an athlete. So I'm always under the sun running and play sports. So those days I don't have knowledge that we have to use sunblock. Memang tak ada langsung. So pigmentation. You can see, yeah, you saw that pigmentation is lighter. It's true. And I think because of hormone as well, during pregnancy, everything is darker. My armpit was very dark. My armpit is really dark. Nose is bigger. Everything kembang lah. My legs, my ring tak boleh pakai. So, but after that, everything just go back to normal. So, and nothing is permanent. Yeah, nothing is permanent. Never need to be afraid to gain some weight. If you have live weight, I would say we are so lucky. I'm so lucky. I know I'm so lucky because everyone that knows Jinlong always come and tell me, Pushpaja, you're so lucky. Our time we don't have the patches. If we have the patches, wow, they always say like that to me. I say, yeah, it's true. How lucky we were that we are able to live in this era when we are able to experience such technology. Baby will take in a liquid while coming out. Natural, everything is the best. It's true. I truly agree with that. Do you use Carnosine immediately or you start with X39 Eon first for the first three? Oh, I memang patch throughout. So that's why I say for those of you who's new, I don't recommend to start with X39 because you may experience some healing crisis. And really, nobody can take this responsibility. Neither me, neither your upline, neither anyone. So to be very safe, be on the safe side. Eon, Carnosine, and energy enhancer is very good. Yeah, be on the safe side. I find that these three have no healing crisis. Yeah, so that is why the advice. Where to patch EE? Oh, just follow the book, the 18 Quick Fix. Yeah. EE For during the first trimester, to overcome the nauseous, you can patch on lung 1 or 3 fingers below the wrist, yeah, that spot, the acupuncture spot, or at the bottom of your feet. That also can be done. Is it clear? Okay, let me see. How long to patch glutathione for liver detoxification before seeing result? I think this depends on person to person and also depends the age that you are. The longer the elder you are, the I would say it takes a bit more time. But if you have very good um, hydration in your body, yeah, if you drink 2 liters a day using the patches, I would say give yourself 3 months. Yeah, give yourself 3 months. You can really see the result. For some who can't conceive, what patches would you recommend? X39 Eon, X39 Eon, daytime X39, Eon nighttime. Do this for 3 months. We have a lot of testimonial. Those people who wants to go for IVF, they found out about LiveWave, and when they started to use, they're able to conceive naturally. Thank you so much for sharing. It is very enlightening for me at 73 years old. I'm still learning from you. Wow, so Ching, thank you so much. This is so humbling. I think as we live, we will learn. We will learn as we live. This world is so miraculous, so mysterious, so much of secret that we are yet to unfold. So I believe uh, there's just so much to learn for everyone. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you, Pushpaja, for sharing open and impactful. Would be great for more women to hear your sharing. Or will it be posted in YouTube? Yes, this will be a recorded one. You can find the recording later. Yeah, I believe. Thank you so much for thinking of sharing to other women. Thank you so much. Can LiveWave help women who are unable to conceive? I answered earlier. Yes, we have brand partners who have done that. So how to start? Start with X39 daytime, nighttime Eon. Do it for at least minimum 3 months. During CRP, any healing crisis? In my experience of CRP, no. The reason for that is because I've been using X39 glutathione Eon for, let me see, I think 5 to 6 months. I use very long because those days there's no CRP. Those days there's no CRP. That's why. Okay. Hi, Pushpaja. Oh, sorry. To answer the question, any healing crisis. So I've been using for 5 to 6 months. So when I do CRP, I find that it boosts the rejuvenation. So no healing crisis. I don't experience that. Pushpaja. Hi, Pushpaja. What are patches to patch immediately after delivery? Oh, good question. Very good question. X39, Ion, Carnosine, these are all very good. All the YH and X39 are really good patches. Yeah. If you want it to be simple, I would say X39 Eon. And depending on your delivery, if you're natural, you can use extra carnosine. Yeah. If you're C-sect, the carnosine can be placed close to that region after the stitches is over, or even before that. Yeah, you can place it there so that the what they call the recovery is faster. Thank you so much. Can LiveWave help people who are at stage 4 cancer? Stage 4 cancer is actually quite advanced. It can definitely help and support. We never do any kind of claim that it can cure. We'll never do that. LiveWave will never do such a claim, but definitely it can help. So what to start? X39 and Eon. We can start with that. Thank you, Pushpaja, for sharing. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Grace. Wish I had knowledge to delay the cutting of umbilical cord when I gave birth. Oh, you're most welcome. Now you know, so you can actually share that with many more mothers. Yeah. After almost 6 months of patching, bowel movement still not improved and constipated. Okay. Oh, Osiu, if you can, just check on your water intake. If you're taking 2 liters of water a day, 2 liters. I emphasize on 2 liters. And also, I would like to emphasize on how to drink the 2 liters. The first liter should be managed the moment you wake up in the morning before 1 p.m. Before 1 p.m. Again, I repeat, the first liter you should manage the moment you wake up in the morning and before 1 p.m. You should finish the first liter. See, I have a tumbler here because I need to be honest with you. I also very forgetful. Hey, really, if I get into some working mode, I'll be forget. I really can forget drink water, seriously. But thanks to this tumbler, I purposely buy this 1 liter tumbler to help me for not forgetting or keeping track of my water intake. So always the moment I wake up in the morning, I can drink almost a quarter of this already from waking up. And before 1 o'clock, I finish this. Now you manage the second liter when and how. Before 6:30 p.m. Before 6:30 p.m., you should manage your second liter. Why? Because if you hydrate yourself during the day, nighttime, you don't feel so thirsty. Most of the time, people drink a lot of water at night. Why? Because daytime, they did not hydrate themselves enough. So I would say before 6:30, before your dinner time, not too close to your dinner, so before 6:30, you must manage your 2 liters. Yeah, is this clear? This will help you. So do that, and I believe it will help. Please share more. We love to learn more. Peggy, thank you. I follow you on Instagram, and if there's more, please share so that we can show more to other parts of the world. Thank you so much. This is very encouraging. What patches did you use on my baby boy? So Ching, thank you so much. Baby boy depends because see, baby very easily get colicky. Yeah, kembang perut, kembang perut. So for kembang perut, I use carnosine. Wow, I love carnosine. Baby also love carnosine. My little boy love carnosine so much. So carnosine is really good for kembang perut, yeah. During daytime, I use X39, nighttime carnosine. So that's how I use. And of course, oh yeah, I need to share also. Baby teething, when baby is teething, sakit tau. So what I do, ice wave. Ice wave. I actually have a picture. Maybe I can share with you another time. So ice wave. The patches is baby skin is very thin, so I will take out half of the patch. I try to make it less sticky by doing it a few times on my clothes so that it's less sticky. Then I patch here. It helps with the teething process. Very nice. What other? Okay. For natural birth with stitches beside X39 Eon behind our neck and where to patch carnosine again. If natural birth, carnosine can be near your 2 fingers below the belly button. Yeah, you can do that. For me, because I want my stitches to go cepat kan, on the vaginal, so I patch it near my that region that is close to the perineum. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hi, Pushpaja. Your natural birth with stitches beside. Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's it. Yeah. Thank you so much. It's 9:42. Wow, there's 225 people here. So amazing. Not sure if am I seeing this correctly? Sorry, because dah lama tak ada Zoom. I want to make sure I'm seeing the chat box correctly. Betul tak? Betul. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. So, good night, everybody. I hope you have a great evening. Thank you. Thank you, Winnie Fu. Thank you, Swanbi. Oh, Swanbi is here. Joyce, thank you. Good night. Bye.